Hi everyone, I am going to be saying goodbye to my dream espresso machine that has finally died out on me, and I'm going to be saying hello to the Ninja Café Luxe Cafe, and I'm going to do an unboxing video today and a tutorial of getting it set up and trying it out and then seeing what I think about it. I'm going to miss my dream, but let's see how the Ninja is going to be. I already have a Ninja version of a Keurig machine, and I really love that. I have a lot of Ninja products. I love all of my Ninja products. So I like the brand. I'm happy to add this. Our family of appliances. Now, I purchased this from Costco. There was a deal. It was $500 plus a $100 gift card to Costco. However, I believe this was like a 1 day thing and it just like sold out. So just always keep an eye out on their website and it probably will come back if it's a popular item. Okay, so coming out of the box, there are pamphlets, a registration booklet, a recipe book, starting quick start guide, and then we have this starter kit. So we will open that up and see what is inside that. And here is a first look at the Ninja in the box, and we're gonna get this out. It is not very heavy. It's kind of light. I could carry it. The Dream espresso machine that I had was extremely heavy. I could barely lift it. You need like a very strong person or two people to lift it. You know, once it was in place, it was not going to be moving. So this one is much lighter compared to that. First look, you know, it's stainless steel. It goes with anyone's decor and appliances. It's got the LCD screen. It looks really nice. It just doesn't have that, you know, Italian commercial espresso machine look that I personally like. There were no other colors to choose from, like the red espresso machine that I had. But, you know, it's nice. Hopefully, it makes a good cup of latte because that's what I'm in for this round. It has compartments on the side for you to store your accessories. So, in the starter box, we have um, some cleaning accessories, and we've got like a little brush, some machine cleaner pouch, the water tester strip, whatever thing that is, and water tablets. Oh, that was a group head. And then we have the Luxe size basket. We have the double basket, the spring tamper, this plastic funnel thing to keep the coffee grinds from flying around, and the portafilter that has a nice weight to it. It looks kind of awkward first glance, but we'll get used to it. So let's fill up the machine with some whole beans. And according to the instructions, every time you change your bean type, you will have to change the grind settings. So I'm going to start with testing out the water because that's what we have to do. And it came with the strip. I'm going to be using bottled water forever. So I'm going to be testing that bottled water. And it just says dip it for 5 seconds and then wait a minute and then compare it to the colors in the chart for the water hardness setting for the machine. Mine seems to be all green, so that is setting 00. So let's move on. And once you turn on the machine, it comes with a setting of the hardness 0.5, and you need to dial it to whatever your strip told you your setting was. Mine was 0, so I'm going to set it to 0. And then once we do that, we will move forward to filling up the water. And then we're going to be doing a water flush before the first use, and we're only going to be doing this once. So that's just running it on a cycle of classic for 12 ounces of water, and we're just going to start the brew. And, you know, the LCD screen is really nice. It guides you step by step through that entire process. So you're going to grind your coffee, make your espresso, and then froth your milk. And you have to do it in that order, and you can't change your orders around. You can froth milk and brew espresso at the same time if you are doing cold froth. So that's good to know, and that's a good thing to get it out of the way. You don't have to wait. Um, Now, this machine is automatic and, smart barista assist. And so it knows and feels what kind of beans you put into it. And it is going to give you a grind recommendation. And you're going to set it to that grind setting. And you need to then brew 3 times espresso. So the machine kind of adjusts itself and calibrates and learns your beans. But if you change your beans, you will have to do this again. So just keep that in mind. And I'm going to have to do this again because I'm trying to get rid of a new bag of beans that I had already opened up. So I'm going to get through that, and then I'll do this again with the closed bag of beans that I have. So we are just waiting for this to brew. It does have a progress bar for whatever it is that you're doing and whatever step that you're on. So that's kind of nice. This is just really dummy proof. You can't mess this up. The automatic machine that I had before, it took a lot of trial and error. I had to learn it. I used it for quite some time, and then it gave out on me, and I kind of wanted to dial it back and not work as hard for my cup of latte. This machine also does drip coffee and also cold brew, which is really handy. Okay, so I have done this 3 times now. I am dumping out my grinds, and I'm going to begin making my latte for the first time. So I'm going to froth up some milk, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my portafilter ready um, to grind some to get the latte going. I really don't like the funnel. It's so unnatural for me to be using it. I have never used it before. The spring tamper is also very odd to me. I haven't had to use that before when I was using, the more manual machine. I have heard from reviews that the plastic funnel breaks very easily. So you have to be very careful with that. And the latest model, the 701, which is not available in the US yet, apparently they made some adjustments to that. So we'll see, when that comes out. I'm also not a big fan of putting in the portafilter and like tight locking it into place. Um, you need to put some pressure into that, and then like the whole machine just moves while you do that, so you have to hold the machine because it's not, there's not enough weight to it to keep it in place. So these are some initial things that bug me about this, but I guess that's the difference between a $500 machine and a $3,000 machine. So you know you weigh out what's more important to you. So we'll see if these little things make a difference for me. So here is the espresso. Another thing is like if you're putting
a cup, your final cup, right, under the machine, so it brews your espresso. You can see like the splashing of the espresso in the cup, and it's a little messy. It doesn't look as nice. Yes, it will get covered by the milk if you're making a latte, and then you will no longer see it. However, if you're just doing espresso, it might be there. You know, if you're serving it to someone, it might be messy and not as attractive to receive as a guest and to drink that espresso with just splashes all around. I have noticed as I'm brewing through these shots the mess on this machine, and that's probably going to drive me nuts. Um, there's just splashing everywhere, and I can't understand how that is. What am I doing wrong? How can I prevent this? Is it a user error or is it, the machine? Um, so I'll figure this out as I go, but as a first time using it, I'm not very happy. Like you can see the mess on the stainless steel part. It does froth really good milk. I'll give the machine that. It's really good at frothing. I'm not a big fan of that purging um, style of the steam wand, um, but I'll get used to that too. You definitely have to clean the steam wand after every use as quickly as possible, or the milk dries up really quickly, and then you're just gonna have a different mess to deal with. Um, I always put a little cup under that purge wand, under the steam wand for the water to come into because I don't want it just sitting there in the tray. I used to do this in my Nespresso, so it's kind of a habit I've formed, and I'll just carry it on with this machine. With the other espresso machine that I had, I didn't have to worry about this or do this because it didn't purge water like this. It just blew steam out. And now I'm going to be trying to make my latte now that I've served everyone else in our house. And I'm going to be making my iced latte, and I'm going to try the cold froth, which is one of the big selling points of this machine. As an iced latte lover, I really want to see what this is going to be like. It's like $1.75 at Starbucks if you want a cold froth added to your espresso, which is nuts. So if I can do this at home and get the same results, I'm going to be very happy. So that is what I'm going to attempt to do here. And it's really great that you can add, flavored syrups into the pitcher and froth it all up and mix it in together. So you can have your, you know, froth with flavor. Um, that's pretty cool. After I had made this video, I tried using a flavored sauce, which is different than the syrup because it's thicker, and that did not froth and mix well. So that's just a tip for anyone watching this that syrups work better, but the thicker sauces didn't work well for me. It did not froth as well. Just gonna purge this out, and here is the froth. It looks really good. I'm really happy with it. I couldn't wait to taste it. Um, one thing that is I used to do before is just pour cold milk in over my ice and then espresso and call it a day. I've never actually filled my entire cup up with cold froth. I'm gonna try it this time, but in the future, I'm probably just going to keep it to the top, to the rim, because I don't want to just drink a whole cup full of froth. Um, and I'm not a big fan of that. I just wanted that flavored cold froth at the top of my cup, like I order when I go to Starbucks. And I'm just gonna mix that in there, and it looks amazing. The froth is so fluffy. So just for achieving this, I think this machine is worth it. So I'm gonna play around some more and see what else I can do. See if I can get over the kinks. Here's a look at the mess that's splashed everywhere as I've made these shots. It's crazy. I don't know how this happens, but I'll report back. Thank you for watching. See you next time.